amazing crew doing All Outta Bubblegum today. This is all in support for Headstrong. Support for Headstrong. The link is over here in chat. We'll be popping that up throughout the day. So if you would like to support, you sure can. We're gonna have really good time. We are playing All Outta Bubblegum, which if you don't know what that game is, that game is all about. That game is all about. Well, it's based on a very classic action movie line. I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum. There's one thing left to do. This game is really for me when I run this game, I like to do setup. I give my awesome players. I give my basic scenario and a basic simple goal and a basic simple madness. Comes from the dice, and from their imagination. And my job is to roll with it. My job is to roll with it. So let's talk real fast. So let's talk bubblegum. It's a one-page RPG. This is a one-page RPG system. Just have some fun time. Great little system. Very fun times. Probably play this drinking. And that's not entirely wrong. That's the kind of attitude we're going for today. If you see during this game, you can always go to tourguidegame.com and schedule a time to grab a tour guide, play this game with your friends. Tour guide games. I'm sorry. Tour guide games. I'm getting it. Sorry. There is one stat in this game. The stat is called bubblegum, and you start with 8. Now, we're doing this, however you track things online. If you play this in a group, you really all have 8 sticks of bubblegum. We all have fun because it's kind of the mood. There are two different actions. Every single action that we're going to do today is going to be one. It's going to be two categories. It's either going to be a mundane action, which is a really simple, basic thing. If you want to walk like a normal person, that's a mundane action. Go in, twist the knob, go in, push it open, walk through. That's mundane. Walk through. That's mundane. That you have to roll equal to or less than your bubblegum. If, on the other hand, you want to enter a room by diving through a window, that is a kick-ass roll. And to do a kick-ass roll, you have to roll above your bubblegum. That's the entire dichotomy. That's the whole split up of this thing. Every time you fail a roll, you lose a stick of bubblegum. If you want a action that you have planned to just guaranteed succeed, you spend a piece of bubblegum. If you get punched in the face real hard by somebody, you'll lose a stick of bubblegum. And really, I'll be honest with you, the fun of this game really kicks in when you lose all your bubblegum. Because then you cannot do mundane actions. It is all kick ass all the time. You can't use doors. You don't know how a doorknob works anymore. You don't know what the rules of the road are. Crosswalks are for suckers. Your life becomes a John Woo action movie, and you're the stunt double. So I really encourage all of my players in this game to lean into that whenever they're doing a kick-ass roll, and especially when they're all out of bubblegum. So let's talk real fast about the setup. I gave my players 3 choices, and they landed on what I think is actually maybe the best of the 3. Our scenario today, it's Friday night in Smalltown, Texas. It's homecoming. The Smalltown Cowpokes are playing Next Town Tigers. It's the homecoming showdown, as is tradition. And you 4 have to get to the stadium by halftime. Now, the reason you have to get to the stadium, that's up to you. Maybe you're in the homecoming court. Maybe your drone crash landed on the top and the security guard hates them drones and is going to take a bat to it if he finds it. I don't know. It's up to you, really. Here's the thing, though. The R.J. Applewood Memorial Stadium was just finished this year. This is the first homecoming in the new stadium. This stadium took 10 years to build, and old man Applewood built it 20 miles down a county road. Nobody knows why he did that. There's plenty of room around town. That's where you got to get to. So buckle up, friends. It's about to get buck wild in here. Let's go around. We're going to talk to our players. We're going to introduce everybody and see who they are and who they're playing. We're going to start with a person you're familiar with from an intro video here a minute ago. Larry, how you doing today?
I'm doing all right, Matt. Thanks for asking.
So, tell us a little bit about yourself and tell us who you are going to play.
Well, you mean like me? You want to know who I am?
A little bit of both, whatever you're comfortable with.
Yeah, Larry, who are you?
Who
are you, Larry?
I am so many things to so many people. I'm the founder and CEO of Tour Guide Games, and I am super excited that we are raising money for Headstrong today, and able to support this fantastic organization. And today I am going to be playing Tex Rich Rancher in order to get to the game. I have plenty of resources, because I'm a rich rancher. And I'm looking forward to getting to the game and doing that thing that I got to do by halftime.
Perfect. Chris, how are you doing today?
Oh, man, my name is Chris. I found Tour Guide Games actually through Jay Muse on the internet randomly, and I thought this sounds awesome, so I thought I'd join up here. And looking forward definitely to supporting here. I am going to play Crocodile Hunter McD, and he is a famous crocodile hunter, and unfortunately, one of his treasured crocodiles got loose, and the rumor is he's down by the stadium.
Oh, that is tragic that you would give me such a beautiful toy to play with. I love it. Ryan, how are you doing today?
I'm doing excellent. Happy to be here today. My name's Ryan. I found Tour Guide Games on a popular website and thought it would be an interesting and excellent opportunity. Here we are today, still going strong, and happy to be supporting Headstrong today as well. I'm going to be playing just Mitch. Yeah. And just Mitch. And I have been the Tigers mascot for the past 30 years, and I've never missed a game.
Oh, boy. This is amazing already. And last but not least, Renee, hello.
Hi, I am Renee Rhodes. I use she, her pronouns, and you can find me around the internet doing various things like podcasts, streams, and most recently, for a little over a month now, I have been the social media coordinator for Tour Guide Games. So I'm very happy to be here today. If you tweet at us, I will reply or retweet. And we absolutely welcome that because we are looking forward to donate up to hopefully over $1,000 to Headstrong Project. So Matt said it, and now it's canon. Will be playing Deanne Dalliance, and I am 100% the homecoming queen. So I have my dress all ready to go, my sash, and my crown, because they did give me that to take home so I can put it on my shelf and show off everyone who comes by my bedroom. So I'm ready, but dressed to a T and a little late.
Oh, this is wonderful. I'm so excited. We're going to start off the way any good action movie starts off. It's sunset over the massive empty West Texas fields. A radio crackles somewhere, and the voice of the small town cowpokes, Gus from the grocery store, comes over the air. Boy, I tell you what, it's a good old day here out at the brand new RJ Applewood Memorial Stadium. Don't know why old man Applewood built a way out here. My truck can barely get here without me having to go through a cornfield, but that's just normal. You know how it is. Tell you what. All right. We got us a beautiful game. The Next-Town Tigers ain't going to know what hit them, as always. He goes on like this for a while. Now, the trick is, everyone in Smalltown knows this. You tolerate Gus's pregame commentary because ain't nobody better at calling a game than Gus from the grocery store. The sun is going down. The sun is setting. Game is about to kick off. All of you at your various homes, locations, wherever you're choosing to start your adventure today, all the radios are on, and you hear Gus come over. His voice is kind of settling into a good score calling voice. He goes, all right, we're about to get down to the actual excitement today, folks, friends. Looks like them cheerleaders went down, got themselves plenty of butcher paper, and made a big old sign that our boys are going to tear through here in a minute. I really hope Billy the Butcher's still got enough left to have my steaks tomorrow, but that's neither here nor there. Let's do this, friends. Here come the small town cowpokes. And you hear screams and cheers, and the band is playing. You hear someone commenting on the radio somehow that they don't know how the cheerleaders got permission to use a smoke machine, but there it is. It's being used. Hope that got cleared by the school board. And where are each of you? This is my question. Where do y'all start today? You're not at the stadium yet. You got to get there. Halftime is coming. You got 2 quarters to get there.
This is a weekend?
It's a Friday night.
Friday night. Well, Mitch just got done working his shift, see, cleaning the school and everything. So he got to get home and get to his stuff real quick. So I'm going to hightail it home fast as I possibly can, zipping in and out, weaving in and out of traffic, and get to my little humble abode.
Wow,
Mansion Day Mitch.
Yeah, Mitch cannot miss a game.
He cannot.
Can't. Now this really aggressive driving. That sounds like a bit of a kick-ass maneuver there.
Can we get Jed to roll me a D10?
Let's get some rolls.
Oh, wait, D10.
Yeah, we want to give them all the chances to succeed / fail.
1, 2, 3. It looks like the 4th one there. Yeah.
That's a 9. All right.
And I haul it.
Never seen such good driving like this before, ever. It's truly a thing of beauty.
I gotta get to that Tiger's costume. Nothing gonna stop me.
All right. Where's everybody else?
I am
tearing up the street.
I am lying in grass waiting for my dinner. Like, honestly, like me and the Crocs, we both love to eat snake. And so we're just waiting in the grass for a little snake to come by so we can catch us some dinner tonight before the big game and go and get that Croc there.
All right. So Crocodile Hunter McD, you are lying in wait for a snake.
Yes.
Now I don't want to presume about Crocodile Hunter McD's life. Is this a pretty mundane thing for him? Because to the rest of us, this sounds like it might be a bit kick-ass. And I want to know what catching a snake for dinner is to McD.
Oh my God, it's like one of the least exciting things, but he's got to eat. He's got to eat. Got to eat.
We're gonna need a mundane roll then, but you got a real good chance of succeeding. We haven't burned any bubblegum yet today.
No. So is that just a regular die? All right.
That's a 10. Oh no.
Oh no.
All right. So first off, Crocodile Hunter McD, my friend, you are going to lose a stick of bubble gum.
Oh no.
That's our first loss today. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
So I want to know, how does this go wrong?
Well, I think in this case the snake actually snuck up on me and bit me in the leg, which is going to slow me down just a little bit, but I will push through. I will push through the pain, and I'm still going to grab that snake, this time just without the knife, with my hands.
Okay. All right. Well, you got yourself a snake. Now, I know Crocodile Hunter McD is a croc expert, certainly. Is he a snake expert?
Oh no, it's just his diet.
All right, well, we're going to wait and find out what sort of snake bit you later on when it is dramatically appropriate to discover this. That's going to be a fun time for all of us, and I hope the dice don't betray you then, Chris. Let's see. Let's see how our homecoming queen is doing.
Howdy, y'all. I've powdered my nose. I'm ready to go.
Okay, and so you're at home, right?
Yes, I am at home. My curls are all perfectly in place. My dress had been steamed and is now excellently extenuating my curves, and I am real ready.
Okay, now let's see here. How does Deanne have a car?
No, unfortunately, I have asked for one from my daddy for my birthday, but it is not for another month, so I don't know if I'm gonna get one yet.
Well, it be like that sometimes. So
it does be like that. Yeah.
How's Deanne getting to this game then? This is 22 miles out of town.
Well, I was thinking I might steal my daddy's car.
Oh boy, we're stealing cars?
Yeah.
Bueller.
All right. All right. Let's go steal. Now, I'm gonna need a roll here.
Right.
But first, what sort of cars your daddy drive? Because this is gonna tell us a whole lot.
Yeah, my daddy does drive a big pickup truck. It's a white pickup truck that just don't fit in a normal parking space.
It's got that lift kit on it.
Yeah, I'm Texan tried and true. Renee is.
Yeah.
So I can play on those stereotypes as much as I want to.
You and me both, friend.
Yeah. So he's got a big pickup truck, but he does keep the keys in his office. It is locked.
Okay, well, how's Deanne gonna try to break into this office first?
Well, okay, so this is a little mundane. I do this all the time, but I pull a bobby pin out of my lovely, perfect curls, and I pick the lock.
Oh, let's see if you do. Let's see how this goes for Deanne.
Of course. Jed, would you roll me that D10, please?
Looks like it.
Well, this is routine for me. I mean, that's really unsurprising. I'm great at breaking and entering.
All right, so this door swings open. Now, is your daddy here, or is he already at the game?
Oh, no. Daddy is at the game because he's one of the sponsors for the Smalltown Smallpokes, Cowpokes. I know football.
all those probably right.
I know football. My daddy is part of that team. Even if it's just he gives them 10% off when they come to dine in his barbecue restaurant.
There we go.
Yeah, very
Dalliance
popular place. Yeah, Dalliance Delights. You're so right.
All right, so you got in. You know where the keys are.
Great. I grab them and go.
All right. Now you don't have a car.
No.
But you know how to drive. Everyone in Texas knows how to drive a pickup.
Daddy used to put me on his knee when I was around 10, and would just work the pedals for me, and I would steer. So I've already been in my first car accident, and also I've perfected my driving skills.
Well, let's hope we're not going to see another one today. So this sounds like another mundane role.
Yeah, let's do it. Jed, take us away, please.
Oh boy! While I figure out how this has gone catastrophically wrong, I do want to remind everybody we're going to keep that link showing up over in our stream chat. Keep looking at that. Raising money for a great cause today. Now, I'm very sorry to tell you this. What you weren't quite aware of is your daddy did get you a birthday present. It wasn't a car.
Oh.
Now, he might still have plans for a car. He's going to call it your birthday present, but it was maybe a whole family present. It's a brand new boat, and it was parked right behind that truck. And you know how if a truck is real big and the windows aren't quite right, you can't see anything behind it for a mile.
That bed, yeah.
So you just throw this sucker in reverse, hit that gas, crunch, 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 and you see the back end of a boat just come flying up and into the bed of the truck. And this is going to be a fun conversation later. While Dean's trying to get a handle on this catastrophe, what's Tex Rich Rancher up to?
There are a few things you should know about Tex Rich Rancher that we may not have mentioned previously. Number one, Tex is always cool, regardless of the situation. He is cool as a cucumber and takes things as they come.
Perfect.
Number two, the Rich Rancher family in general only travels by horse. And number three, I happen to have a son named Rex, who happens to look an awful lot like James Vanderbeek and is probably the star kicker for the Tigers. So we gotta, we have been, herding cattle all day long on our very large 3-acre ranch, and are really, really looking forward to making our way down to the stadium so that he can get there and kick that winning field goal.
Perfect. Yeah, love it. So y'all gonna ride horses?
That's what we do. Yeah,
I love it.
It's sort of a family hallmark.
I love every bit of this. Now, because it is kind of your family hallmark, this sounds like a fairly mundane thing for the Rich Ranchers to do.
At maybe right now.
We never know where things are going to go.
Look, we got 22 miles and 2 horses. It's going to take us a few minutes, and I expect, we usually run into 1 or 2 gawkers along the way that we need to take care of.
Oh, of course. No one as wildly successful as the Rich Ranchers can ever get away unnoticed.
No. So it's a burden that we have to bear.
Oh yeah, and you bear it well. So let's get a roll for mundane on this for Tex Rich Rancher. Oh, that's great. Y'all are leaving the Rich Rancher Ranch behind you and heading into town.
We're gonna start to mosey on out of the ranch and make our way towards town. Yeah.
So are you just sticking to the roads, just having a nice little mosey, or are y'all taking a path through the woods? Well, there's not really woods. It's West Texas. There's not trees. Through the cornfields? Which way are y'all going?
Yeah, we take a little bit of we do try to avoid those gawkers whenever possible. So we do have some well-worn paths through the ranch lands and through the fields to make sure that we can get to where we need to go. So we're gonna start to head towards town, in our our well-worn paths.
Perfect. So y'all are moving through the fields, avoiding a lot of things. You see a couple of Rich Rancher ranch hands in their Rich Rancher ranch donkeys. They don't get horses.
No,
obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously,
we have to maintain appearances.
Yeah, you wave to them. It's a good night for a ride. Do y'all normally go through the canyons, or do y'all normally go around the canyons?
No, we don't normally go through the canyons, but I had come to realize as we were wrapping up the cattle rustling for the day that we were running a bit behind. And I got to get old Rex down to the stadium so that he can kick his field goals, make his daddy proud.
He's got to get that. He's got to get that scholarship to school.
Yeah, I mean yes.
We're going to be non-denominational and not annoy anyone who might care about Texas football watching in the chat.
I was about to name a school, and then I thought better. I said maybe we'll just talk about school. We'll just go to school.
It's whatever school you listening at home think is great.
Yes, good Texas University. That's where Rex is going.
There we go. All right. So y'all are going to start navigating down through the canyons just a little bit quicker. Let's see how you handle horses on a little bit of uneven terrain. Now, is this still something you feel confident that you do all the time, or is this a little bit out of the ordinary for you?
Once we get into the fields a little bit, I'm not the most confident person in the world.
All right. Well, let's just. This isn't going to be a terribly bad or risky roll, but let's get a little bit of a kick-ass roll just to see how Tex can handle. Oh dear.
Not well.
Okay.
Not well.
Well, now, what I am going to say is because the rich ranchers are rich ranchers and do ride horses everywhere, you're not going to take a tumble from your horse. You're not going to. It's just a little bit rougher ride down the canyon, down to the bottom. But what you had neglected to realize, Tex, and this is where this kick-ass fair is going to come in, is it's November in Texas, in West Texas. This is one of the only times when we ever consistently get any sort of rainfall. It's about to come a tide. And we're going to be coming back to that here in a minute. Mitch,
how close am I to my house now? I got home.
You made it home.
I do a fancy maneuver. What's something like a 540? Throw that truck into reverse and go flying into the driveway like I do when on these game nights. Because I gotta make it.
Of course. Yeah, you yank that e-brake. You spin the truck around. Let's get a roll to see how this goes for you.
Yes. Jed,
Mitch
please?
runs out of bubblegum every Friday night.
Every night.
Well, he's about to lose a piece of bubblegum right now, I feel like. Because that's a 3, which is a failure at a kick-ass roll. This might turn out to be advantageous for you. I don't know. You spin it around and you manage instead to go right through that living room window. So the tail end of your truck is just in your living room now.
That's okay. There's already been a hole there a couple times.
I thought as much.
There's a big dent in the refrigerator. It's usually right there, but we're not going to talk about that one. I hop out of my truck, rush into the room, frantically begin searching for my tiger costume because I can never remember where I put it.
Oh, no.
Scratching my head, looking around.
Okay, well, let's get a mundane roll to find your tiger costume. Let's see how this goes. Oh, no. Well, I'm going to give you some good news and I'm going to give you some bad news here, Ryan. The good news is you are going to find something that is suitably fuzzy to be a mascot costume.
Man.
The bad news is that it's your great-grandpappy's stuffed Himalayan mountain lion.
How am I going to fix this? I got a great idea. I'm going to get me some hair dye.
Perfect.
So I'm going to grab what I can, hop back in the truck, brake light, don't even worry about it. And we're going to head to the local pharmacy, try to get me some hair dye.
All right. We will catch up to you here in a minute. Crocodile Hunter McD, your legs hurt a little bit, but you had dinner.
It is. I had dinner. You know, the snake's making me a little bit queasy, but I did get dinner, and like I realized that like the snake might have been just a little bit venomous. You know, not too bad. So I need to take my knife and just dig around in there to get the venom out. But,
goody! We're doing some surgery. This sounds like a kick-ass roll if ever I've heard one.
Yes. Because my leg's a little bit numb, so hopefully the feeling will come back here. That's
field surgery with crocodiles. I love it. Let's get a roll.
All right.
Well, the thing is, it was a little snake. It was a smaller snake. It was enough snake for you.
Yes.
It wasn't quite enough snake for your crocodiles. And they're starting to feel a bit hungry.
Yeah, I can tell. I can see that. So I quickly, just as quickly as I can, I go into my freezer and grab the first thing that I have, and which just happens to be this old piece of like frozen. I don't even know what it is. It's like this frozen patty meat type of thing, and I just chuck it at the crocodiles because I'm not sticking my hand in that. Being a crocodile hunter, I'm smarter than that.
There
So
you
just chuck it at the crocodiles and just pray that they like it.
All right. Well, feeding your crocs is a pretty mundane action. You do this all the time.
All the time.
Let's get a roll to see how well they enjoy this mystery meat patty blob. Oh, dear.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Today is going to be an exciting day for Crocodile Hunter McD.
Oh.
You're now, just for the audience, I do believe your bubblegum count is now at 5, which means every roll is a 50-50 for you.
Yes, that is correct.
Which is exciting for all of us. So here's the problem. They your crocs got a good smell of blood, and then you tossed them a frozen mystery meat patty, and they're not exactly enthused. So you're gonna have to deal with that here in a minute, but here's the thing that's gonna distract Crocodile Hunter McD. Your radio that you work with the police here in town sometimes, local deputies. The radio they gave you crackles. And it goes, hey McD, we got ourselves a sighting of a crocodile down here at the stadium at the homecoming game. Ooh. And like the next town is the Tigers, and we're the Slowpokes. Yes. None of us are especially crocodile shaped football teams, and it's starting to annoy some of the parents. And one of the football boosters, Mr. Dalliance, he's kind of getting on my case here real good. Can you come down here and take a look at this crocodile?
Oh,
see
yeah.
What we can do?
Oh man, new pets. That's awesome. I am very excited. So the crocodiles are gonna jump for the radio at that point.
Oh yeah.
And they take out the radio. The radio's gone. They're eating the radio, but that takes their mind off me, and I can quickly hobble out the door and start to head towards the stadium.
All right, now, are you in a rush? Or are you understanding that you've had a bit of a rough day and you're taking your time?
Oh, I'm in a rush.
Oh, good.
Oh, crocodiles excite me so much that it is just my passion.
So let's get ourselves a kick-ass roll to see how Crocodile Hunter McD does driving into town. Hey, the good news is you're doing great.
That is great news.
So tell me how you get to the stadium.
Oh God. Well, the car's doing pretty good. It's driving. We're driving. All of a sudden, the car just dies because see, when I go after crocodiles, my mind just goes elsewhere. So we don't have any fuel. So I jump out. Now, this isn't a big deal though, because I've always got my crocodile survivor kit with me in my car. So I jump out with a knife, a cage, and just myself ready to charm the crocodile. And I start to head down the dirt road towards the stadium.
All right. Crocodile Hunter McD is now booking it towards the stadium on foot. I love this.
Can I just say, I'm going to pull the horses over for a second. I just kind of want to watch the Crocodile McD show.
It's pretty great, right?
Yeah, he's just coming there. He's hobbling. Remember, he's got a little bit of a hobble now because of his leg, but he's hobbling towards town pretty quick.
I'm so excited to see how we get there with you, Deanne. Deanne, you squished your daddy's new boat that he hadn't told anybody about yet.
Mm-hmm.
And unbeknownst to you, he's currently in a pretty foul mood because there's a crocodile.
Yeah, but how was I supposed to know he hadn't told anybody yet?
You're right. You're right. What are you gonna do?
Well, is the truck still working?
Oh yes. This is a good overpriced Texas Ranch truck.
Oh, I knew it. So I'm gonna just drive all the way over the boat.
I do want to remind you that half of the boat is in the bed of the pickup.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well,
Now, that doesn't really stop you. Just something to keep in mind.
yeah, no, I think I'm still going to keep backing up.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. Now,
Mm-hmm.
are you feeling a little bit more panicked, a little bit more nervous? Or are you just like, nah, that's just a bump?
No, well, so here's the thing. In all my lessons, every weekend when Daddy would take me out driving, he did not teach me how to handle boats on the road. So I just kind of roll my eyes and say, Daddy, I can't believe you. And then truck is in reverse. I slam my high-heeled foot down on the gas.
This is the best thing ever. Let's get a roll for some kick-ass driving. It is going really well.
Yeah.
Deanne, you don't even notice the
Damn.
sparks from the trailer you're dragging behind you.
Dang.
You don't notice because you got the windows rolled up. You got that good AC going.
These trucks, y'all, they can put up with so much.
Oh yeah.
Nice suspension kit.
Oh
Yeah.
It's just handling it great. Now I was making some assumptions there, and I shouldn't. Do you have the windows up, or you got those windows down?
No, I got the windows up. I did my hair.
That's right. That can't ruin that hair.
Can't ruin that hair.
What are you listening to on the radio?
Taylor Swift.
Of course.
The classic country stuff. None of the new pop stuff.
Okay, well, you're missing out.
I just want to point out that she almost sideswipes me, but like barely misses the Crocodile Hunter.
Oh yeah.
That's fine. The road is mine.
It's going really well. So it is yeah, you're booking it now. McD, you almost get hit by the battered remains of a boat trailer attached to a big old truck. It's Mr. Dowling's truck, and you were there getting a gecko for the boat salesman's wife who thought it was a crocodile. It's not. It's just gecko, but it's fine. That's food. And you were there when Mr. Dowling bought this for his daughter and not his whole family or himself to go fishing in. So, boy, I bet you're feeling a bit nervous about how angry he's going to be in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about how you're doing. You're making good time. You're in the suburbs coming in. Now, it is important to note, I didn't really get to talk much about Smalltown, Texas. This isn't a one-horse town. Thankfully, this is not just a one stop sign town. This is a little bit bigger. The schools are not all in one building. There is an elementary, there's a middle school, there's a high school. They got a brand new traffic light the other day. Everyone's very proud of it. It does all three colors. This is a little bit bigger town because a bigger town is more dramatic, especially when the football stadium's way over on the other side of the fields.
22 miles.
Yeah, it's great. You can, from the stoplight, you can see the lights of the stadium, which, McD, is where you are. You can see those lights glowing off in the distance. What are you doing? You're now in town. You got to get you've made it to make it maybe about a quarter of your journey. What's up? What are you doing? How you feeling? How's that leg treating you?
The leg is actually it's not bad. I'm rubbing off. I'm in the pain's at about a 7, but I'm just like a bull. I'm just going, not thinking about anything else. I got to get over to that stadium and make things right. Got to get over.
All right, so let's let me get a roll for you here. So we're gonna do something here. This is not gonna be a roll that risks your bubble gum. I just want to see which way the dice give you. A kick-ass result is going to get you a different sort of help than a mundane roll is going to get you. So let's just see what fate has in store for McD, shall we? Let's get a D10 roll here.
Oh.
Well, this is fantastic.
Oh my God.
Sweet old Miss McGregor. The town granny. Everyone has had some of her delicious homemade cookies. Everyone knows that you do not ask questions about the oatmeal raisins. Everyone knows you do not ask what those raisins are. Everyone also knows that there is no one in town who gets more upset at the next town Tigers than Miss McGregor. And she pulls up next to you and she rolls down her window and she just leans out and goes, honey, what are you doing? Why aren't you at the game already, honey?
I tell her, it's, I'm getting there. I swear to you, I'm getting there. And I wave at her and I say, thanks.
All right. Well, you best hurry up. Okay. I hear there's going to be some excitement tonight. Them Tigers don't have their mascot, so we got a good chance of winning right now. And we're going to see it through. Okay. Now
I asked for her cookies. Because I'm starving at this point. That snake was not enough.
She had been rolling along next to you, and she just like slams on her brakes, and she hops out of that car with the speed only a West Texas octogenarian can muster when someone asks about their baked goods. She rips open the trunk, and she has a smorgasbord of cookies.
My God.
Now, you're in a bit of a hurry.
Yes.
So I'm going to need a roll.
Oh, boy.
Now, what sort of cookie are you reaching for? Now, are you taking the time to just like pick out the right cookie? Or are you just like trusting the gods and doing a kick-ass roll for a cookie?
I am trusting the gods to do a kick-ass roll because I don't have the time for this.
This is beautiful. Let's get a kick-ass cookie roll. Oh, good news and bad news for you.
Oh my God!
So one, yeah, that's two. You are down to 4 bubblegum now.
My God!
Crocodile Hunter McD's life is about to get really, really intense, and I'm excited about this.
God!
So the good news is, McD, you get 2 cookies. And she's fine with this. Obviously, everyone should enjoy a cookie. You don't know what they are yet, and it is dark.
That's true, but I'm gonna continue to run as I just shove it in my mouth. That's
okay. Both at once or one at a time?
Yeah.
Are you gonna do both at once?
Oh yeah, because I'm running. I gotta get crocodile.
This is fantastic. I want to encourage everybody watching right now. McD is putting on a proper show for us today. If you're enjoying what we're bringing here with this madness, check out that link Renee just posted. Consider donating to Headstrong. They're an amazing organization doing great stuff. And we do want to thank y'all for popping in and enjoying this disaster that we are all perpetrating today. Now, I'm not going to ask you for a roll, Chris. Okay. I'm going to ask our good dice roller here if they would roll a D10 for me. This is just going to give me a little bit of a timeline for how some things are going to go for McD that I'm going to keep track of, and you don't need to worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Or 2. It's whatever.
Oh.
Interesting. Okay, good. That helps me out. So we're going to go over to Tex Rich Ranger.
Yes.
You are having a little bit better evening than I think than some of the other people are currently having. You're having a nice little ride with your son.
Cool as a cucumber.
And then you hear a peal of thunder.
A what now?
Oh, a peal of thunder. You just hear this.
I heard what you said. I'm just trying to process it.
Oh, yes. You are down in a canyon. And
With
anyone
horses.
who's lived for a minute in a desert environment with canyons knows, boy, those floods come up quick. And Rex just looks at you and just goes, Daddy? Are we okay down here? I gotta go kick a ball.
Now you look here, Rex. We rich ranchers, we're cool as cucumbers. That's how we stay. That's how we stay. So don't you worry about that thunder.
Oh, all right.
We'll take care of it, and we'll you got your horse floats on, right?
Now I have a question for you, Tex.
Yes.
Are horse floats standard operating procedure for the Rich Rangers?
Look, all I'm saying is, in order to be cool as a cucumber on a regular basis, you got to follow the old Boy Scout motto. You got to be prepared.
Okay, you're right. Let's get a mundane roll then, because this seems like a mundane thing to pack away. And let's see if y'all brought your horse floats. Oh, you did. Oh, it's great. You got horse floats for days.
That's what we do. And my collapsible paddle, just so you know, my telescoping. Yeah, because
of course.
Nothing goes with your horse floats better than your horse rudder.
That's right. That's absolutely right. And these are, of course, well-trained Rich Rancher horses. They know how to kick.
Of course. Yeah.
So y'all hop down and you put on your horse floats. You get out your collapsible oars. And you hop back up and y'all just trotting along. And sure enough, it's going to come a tide. It's a gully washer come barreling down behind you. And Rex lets out a little bit of a whoop before looking over at you.
He's still learning the cool as a cucumber way. He's still learning. He's still learning.
I mean, that's why you're going to send him off to school here soon. You got to learn.
Yeah, at good Texas University.
Yeah, the whichever one you prefer, watchers, whichever one you prefer. You're correct. Y'all are now functionally canoe surfing your horses down a brand new set of rapids.
Yeah.
Whitewater.
And I feel like under any circumstances, this is a pretty kick-ass scene.
I'm getting a little flustered. We got this. We could do this. We could do this. I think it is big kick ass.
How do you feel about figuring out how well you can do at this? Let's get a kick ass roll for these horses in the water.
Dead.
There we go. Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
Now, I do want to just go ahead and tell everybody in chat, no horses were harmed in the making of this catastrophe. No horses will be harmed. We don't believe in animal cruelty here.
No.
These horses, regardless of whatever else happens today, the horses and the crocodiles are going to be fine.
They'll be fine.
We'll see about everybody else. It got rough in this canyon, Tex.
It did. I was not quite expecting this much water. It was a bit more than I was ready for.
So y'all are having a ride, and there's a really interesting bit of geography out here in Smalltown. You got your canyon system, and what most people don't really realize, because they're usually so far apart, you see, is that the canyons do eventually funnel water all the way down to Lake Little Water. And they call it that because usually there's only a little water in it. Well, not today. Y'all have shot clear across the Walmart parking lot, down past the Chili's, and y'all are now in the middle of Lake Little Water, which is increasingly inappropriately named with how much water is coming out of this canyon system. The upside to this, of course, is that the stadium's fairly close. You can hear the band playing. You can hear some cheers going. It's the lights are much brighter for you than they are in town. The The downside, unfortunately, is you are in the middle of the lake and your collapsible ore is gone. So
that is unfortunate.
So while Tex thinks about how he's going to get himself and Rex out of this dilly of a pickle, let's go over to Mitch.
Mitch is
at
heading
the
to
drugstore.
Yes. Now I want to make it known that I wanted to put my costume on to just be prepared. I know I'm running a little late, so I want to put my costume on, make sure everybody knows going in for hair dye, not for me, for my costume, and then we're gonna get done.
All right, so you start pulling on this costume. This is a pretty mundane activity for you. You put on costumes all the time.
Every Friday.
Let's get a roll for this. Let's see how well this improvised Himalayan mountain lion costume goes on. Well, that seems fine.
So I don't really want to analyze the color too much. I'm just gonna grab the closest thing to orange that I see.
Oh, that's wonderful news. Okay. Let's just get another roll here for you. And this one's not going to be anything that might take away your bubble gum. This is just let's see what fate has in store. So let's just get one more roll there. So I have good news for you. You got your hands on a die, and it certainly is in the orange family. So we've met your requirement.
That's tiger orange. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you are in this mountain lion improvised costume, and you go up to the
thing flopping around.
Oh yeah. The tail's going. It's great.
I reach into my back pocket. Oh no. Oh no. I don't have my wallet on me.
And this is of course Linda.
Linda, you know I'll be back for this. Just let me get it this one time. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll stop by with the money tomorrow.
All right, Mitch, you best. This is the last time I'm covering you.
Oh, come on. Now it was just maybe 3, 4, 5, maybe 6, 10 times. But just one more.
How many times you gonna die this mountain lion, Mitch?
I don't even know. I might need some help, to be quite honest. These directions seem a little bit out of my league.
You want me to help you die this mountain lion right now?
You got nobody else in line. Can you help me out? I'm in a rush here.
All right, but you owe me dinner. Give me that package.
Ooh, Linda, we tried this many years ago. All right, dinner it is. Chili's it is.
She just takes it out. She goes, yeah, you're buying the jalapeno poppers this time. And she pulls out the die, and she pulls out a bucket, and she pulls out some gloves because she's kind of anticipating this happening again. And she starts dyeing up some stripes on this mountain lion.
I'm wearing it too. I'm in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's getting all over the place.
So I would say this is probably an unusual situation for Mitch to be in. It's happened once or twice, but normally you're not in the costume. So let's get a roll and see how this dye-in goes. Okay, it goes pretty good. This isn't a mundane activity, so it goes pretty good. We got some stripes on there, and Linda just sits back and she's got a smirk on her face because you ain't realized something yet that she has. And she just goes, "All right, you striped up orange."
I try to look at myself in the reflective glass real quick. That's a tiger. I'm very proud of what we've done. Thank you, Linda. And I rush out the store, don't even think about it, hop right up in the truck. We got to get to this game.
All right, give me that kick-ass roll for driving again. So I got good news and bad news for you. The good news is you are going to get successfully on the road and you are going to start making progress towards that stadium. The bad news is, as it turns out, this is glow-in-the-dark fluorescent orange dye that you got, and it's an unnaturally bright shade of orange that is causing some real solid issues with your mirrors on all three sides.
Oh man. I keep on strong. And as I'm going down the road, I kind of lose track of it for a minute, and I run right into the back of a certain crocodile hunter's Jeep stranded on the side of the road.
Oh boy, that
Crunch.
Now, what vehicle does Mitch drive? It's a pickup truck.
I'm driving a light truck.
Light truck. Okay.
Maybe S10 or something like that.
Who doesn't drive a pickup truck here in Smalltown, Texas? Let's be real.
I don't.
Not the crocodile hunter.
Well, okay.
I ride horses.
Who doesn't drive a pickup or horses in Smalltown, Texas?
Thank you.
There is that one guy who rides the turtle around.
That is.
You don't count.
You plow right into the back of this Jeep, and that is certainly an unfortunate set of circumstances, especially considering McD had left one of his prized crocodiles in the back seat there.
Oh man.
And turns out this particular crocodile is you just woke him up from a nap, and he is not a fan of the bright orange thing that just collided with him.
Oh no, what am I gonna do here? I get savage. I pretend to be a tiger. I get in the stance. And I start flopping the costume head around and trying to intimidate him as much as, I'm a tiger. Get out of here, crocodile.
Oh boy, I love it. Let's go. Let's see how this kick-ass roll for intimidating a crocodile works.
It's going to work. I promise.
It goes to the crocodile hunter in our world. May he rest in peace. Would be proud of your efforts tonight. That crocodile does not understand what is happening. Tell me how you intimidate this crocodile.
We just run straight, barrel towards him, give him a headbutt, and then the tail whip.
Oh,
Even though it's like a fluffy tail.
Oh, it does so good. This crocodile just like rolls back into the cage, and you get the distinct impression that crocodile just went like, whoa, I did not sign up for this. You can go.
Get on out of here, Croc. You don't want nothing from the Smalltown tiger.
And the croc does. He just like waddles off into the gully.
Now, you said we could see the stadium lights in the distance from here, right?
Oh yeah.
I see them stadium lights in the distance. Let's get on in it, and I start to hoof it.
Oh, that is perfect. We're gonna pop back over to McD.
Yes.
Our friendly crocodile hunter who's just having a day. Now I made a roll that you didn't need to worry about a little bit ago. And I'm here to tell you that you still don't need to worry about it.
Oh, whew. Okay, that's good.
But that's because you really feel deep in your bones like you don't got to worry about anything right now.
No. Oh, I'm rushing towards that stadium. I see the lights. I ate the cookies, and like nothing's gonna stop me. Like I dive basically I do a jump into the middle of the road, and in front of the football stadium, which I know can be crazy, but the cop was not like doing his job and directing traffic, and I'm like, you know what? Screw you. We're gonna run across. So that's what I do. Take a leap of faith.
Okay, let's get a kick-ass roll to see how the crocodile hunter crosses the road. Well,
there's a joke in there.
You remember how I said you felt like you didn't have to worry about anything?
Yes.
Well, when the truck catches you on its windshield, you still feel like you don't have to worry about anything. And there's a part of your brain that goes like, I should probably have felt something.
Yes. It's probably just the snake poison, but I don't worry about it. It's probably putting me in a very happy state at this point.
Well,
I don't think it's just the snake poison.
Yeah.
And this is the problem. Texas got it right. You see, that snake poison He's interacting with whatever she put in those oatmeal raisin cookies today. And boy, you familiar with that song, Comfortably Numb?
Oh yeah. I am happy. So I'm gonna jump right off that.
Oh boy. Let's keep going.
I don't look, I may not look the best at this point, but I am ready to get that crocodile out of the stadium.
All right, let's get another kick-ass roll to get you across the rest of this road.
Please.
Yes. So yeah, you vault off this hood. You vaguely are aware that people are yelling. There's brakes squealing, lights fishtailing around you. It's all just fantastic, and you get across that road.
Yes. So I'm gonna hobble my way to the stadium, and we're gonna finally meet with the lady's dad and talk to him about the crocodile.
Yeah,
Where is the thing?
You find Mr. Dalliance. He is with the deputy, and he seems pretty annoyed. And he sees you run up and just goes like, McD, about dang time you got here. Where your Jeep? Don't got time. All right. And the deputy's trying to get in words in edgewise, and it's just not happening. Dalliance is just running him over. Almost literally. It just goes, all right. Now, we're not entirely sure what old man Applewood was thinking when he built this here. You aware of the cave system underneath this place?
Oh, no, I was not, but I love a challenge.
Big old crocodile was spotted. It came up out of a manhole over there and went back down. And deputy told me that there ain't no sewers out here, which is concerning for a lot of reasons. But right now, it's concerning because we don't know where that manhole goes, and we assume caves. So enjoy.
All right, thanks. And so I am comfortably numb. I'm like, all right, I'm ready to do this. So I'm gonna climb down the manhole, and I got my knife in one hand and my cage in the other, and I'm slowly creeping around. Though now I'm thinking I'm being quiet as I can possibly be.
Okay, now see, being quiet and being sneaky, that's something that a crocodile hunter knows how to do and feels very comfortable doing. And why this is amusing to me personally, for anyone who is just now joining us in our chat, there is an interesting thing that's been going on with Crocodile Hunter McD. It's that, currently the balance of power between his mundane roles and his kick-ass roles has shifted precipitously. So it's getting harder and harder for him to do things that normally were easy to do.
Yes, but I'm still sneaking around. I think I'm blending in with the shadows.
Let's find out.
All right.
Getting a mundane roll. Well, I have good news and I have bad news for you.
Oh, no.
The good news is, yes, you actually are blending into the shadows very, 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 very well.
Yes.
The bad news is whose shadow you're blending into. And you see, here's the thing about old man Applewood that we really haven't covered up to this point, is the man was a bit of a weirdo, some might say. Some other people might say dangerous. Mad scientist comes to mind. Lots of stories about the old Applewood family in these parts. Strange goings on at their mansion. All sorts of Scooby-Doo nonsense. And what you're now realizing in this moment, McD, some of it wasn't exaggerated. And this crocodile that you are in the shadow of, it's about 10 feet tall.
Yeah.
It's about 40 feet long.
Oh, no.
And it has not noticed you yet.
Oh, phew.
But it's baby. The one that most likely crawled up through that manhole. Well, it's standing right next to you, and it's giving you a real weird look about you being down here in its home.
Oh, all right. So I'm not going to think. I'm just going to take my knife and go, like, stab. Just
okay.
blink.
Let's get a kick-ass roll for this instant reaction. The good news is that, continuing our trend, no animals were harmed in the making of this game.
No.
The bad news is, my friend, you have one stick of bubblegum left. You didn't miss with the knife.
If anybody is going to go full kick-ass on this game, it's gotta be
McD.
McD, yep.
So
I can't believe it.
With this predicament, we are going to pop back over to Deanne. Deanne, you are tearing down a road.
Yeah.
You see old Miss McGregor, you pass her, you fly by. She's giving cookies to some sap.
And you know what I've noticed too? It's starting to rain, and that always means flash flooding in Smalltown, Texas. But here's the thing: I'm not worried. I have a boat.
You do have. That's a very interesting point. Yes, and you do see a flash flood. You hear the thunder. You see the lightning.
Of course, it always happens.
You're going down the dip that's between the Walmart and the Chili's. And all of a sudden, there's just this mass torrent of water. You see two horses on floaties go zipping by, and you get down in there because, you know, Daddy always said your truck was big enough to go through anything.
Right.
Daddy lied, as it turns out. So I need you to give me a roll, and you got to sell me on this. What sort of roll is this going to be to maintain and get through this flood?
You gotta roll well, because I'm about to grab onto the back of your truck, Back to the Future style.
Oh, well, you're going to have to grab on to the back of my very beat up boat, because I am just going to open the window to the bed of the truck, hop in the boat, and try to take that the rest of the way too.
Oh boy.
My half boat.
That seems pretty kick-ass.
Thanks. Yeah. You can do anything in heels. Jed, please roll.
All right. So yes, you absolutely climb out. You manage to kick this boat out of the bed of the truck into the roaring rapids and dive in with it.
Oh, I took an umbrella.
Oh, obviously.
Yeah, there was one just kind of tucked into the compartment on the side of the chair, because this happens.
Yeah, all the time.
In the boat that you didn't know you had?
No. This was in the truck because
Right.
rain happens this season in Smalltown.
Everybody likes to be a little prepared. No one is as prepared as the Rich Rangers, but everyone likes to try. So you are in this boat, and the stadium, as it turns out, is now across the increasingly inaccurately named Smallwater Lake.
Right.
And how are you going to get this, let's say, well-used boat at this point?
Well, I assume it's like driving a truck.
As far as you know, it absolutely is.
So I'm gonna push this lever that looks like it makes it go. There's some keys in the, I'm assuming, boat ignition. So I turn that, and then I hit this lever, hit this pedal, and move the steering wheel.
I'm going to do something fun. Renee, I'm going to have you go ahead and roll your kick-ass for this.
Great. Thanks, Jed.
So we're going to get that roll going. Oh, this is wonderful news.
I lost some bubblegum.
You did lose some bubblegum, but this also means that, thankfully, the second part of this wonderful plan of mine does get to happen. Larry, could you roll me a kick-ass roll, too?
I would love to. Jed, if you don't mind. Oh no.
So
nuts.
I'm gonna describe this cinematic scene from the helicopter that's filming this. This boat comes flipping out of the back of the queen, comes diving after it with an umbrella raised, and she just like turns this boat on. This boat does not have a front half, and guns it. And as happens with badly maintained physics, the boat just goes whoop, and then starts to come back up and comes back up directly underneath the horses of Tex and Rex, who were not able to get out of the way of this catastrophe. And now the horses and their riders are on this boat.
Of course.
Which is having an effect on the control and the steering, but somehow y'all aren't sinking. Oh, wait, no, you are. Oh, wait, no, y'all are sinking a lot. Oh, no, oh, no, oh, no, oh, no. Your keels are in danger.
Well,
don't you pop my horse floats.
No, okay, here's the thing. Is anybody still above water? Because I'm going to climb on their head.
2 horses, 2 people are above water, and your heels are about to get wet.
Yeah, I'm going to start climbing. I'm going to start climbing horses and people.
Give me a mundane roll, because I feel like this is not the first time you have used a nearby living being as a way to get out of a puddle. Oh, yeah. Perfect.
Great.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So, Larry, could you give me a roll for it to decide? This is not going to cost you bubblegum either way. It's just going to be which one of you 2 is going to be the climbing post today. All right, I think that means it's you.
Great.
I think it would have to. I will save whoever needs to be saved and get them to dry land if necessary. But my number one concern is making sure that Rex's uniform stays clean, because he's got to look good when he's out there on that field.
You're right.
So
Scouts from school are here.
I'm on top of him.
Oh boy.
Well, that's okay, because I'm trying to make sure my dress stays clean too, and I've got an umbrella.
That's a good point. I hadn't considered that.
Would you prefer if Deanne climbed up there with Rex? Then keep both of them dry.
I think maybe all things considered.
Oh, and Rex is on the football team, right?
He's the kicker.
Hey, handsome.
Oh no! This is gonna turn into a great action movie. There is one interesting thing of note. Y'all are everyone is now dry and elevated. There was one interesting thing of note, and I would like both of y'all to roll kick ass for me. Just go ahead and roll that, and we'll talk about the results here in a minute once we see those 2 rolls.
I feel like we need to give Jed a shout out here. He's been working hard.
Yep,
he has been working hard.
Yes.
All right. We'll go ladies first order on this.
Cool.
I cannot win.
I am that's your that's your second piece of bubblegum lost?
Yeah.
Down to 6. Yeah. Okay. So Renee succeeded at that, which is great news for her and Rex. Right. Which I also feel like is great news for Tex in a way. Tex did not succeed. No. So what everyone kind of forgot in the hustle and bustle to get out of the sinking boat was to kill the throttle on the boat. And now, Deanne, your daddy did not spare any expense. He made sure that this motor would go no matter what. If y'all told that motor to go, that motor was going to go.
Yeah, that's like my daddy. Spares no expense ever.
There you go. He wants what's best, really. And this boat keeps going.
Great.
And this boat hits the concrete culvert grid on the other side of the lake.
Oops.
Yikes.
Now, you and Rex, Deanne, y'all have an action movie slow-mo Avengers style freeze frame shot where the horse is in like mid leap and like Rex is like leaned forward with the reins looking all cool, and you are like posed on top with your umbrella. And then the camera continues to spin around, and Tex is in this freeze frame. He's just flying off of his horse.
With a cool deadpan look on his face.
Oh yeah, no expression whatsoever, but you are being forcibly dismounted. The horse is just like, the horse just decided to go like, nope. No. Because no horses will be injured in the making of this film.
Nope.
And you know, the Deanne and Rex, y'all land gracefully, and y'all continue to gallop towards the stadium. There seems to be some sort of disturbance off on the main highway. Tex, you hit the muddy ground, and you are on the other side of the very congested road. And nearby, there is another deputy talking with a man with a busted up windshield on his truck that's just like yelling about that crazy dang old crocodile hunter done crashed through my truck windshield.
Oh yeah.
So, Tex, we're gonna focus on you here for a little bit. What are you gonna do?
Well, first thing I'm going to do is just let everybody know that I am looking forward to some of Granny's cookies tonight. I think I'm gonna need a couple of those. That's number one. Number two, I think I'm going to. I mean, Rex is still on the water, right?
Rex and Deanne are galloping across the field to the stadium. They made it out great.
So they're in good shape.
Oh yeah.
I mean, at this point, I think it's in my best interest to dust myself off and find myself some transportation to get myself over there.
All right. Well, currently traffic on the main road here is at a standstill. There is also a police officer nearby who may be able to help you. And your horse is just kind of slowly choosing to gently disembark from the sinking boat behind it.
I've been very disappointed in my horse this afternoon. He's not served me the way I expect him to.
Well,
we'll have to have a talk about that later. I think right now my best course of action is to approach that police officer and tell him that I need to commandeer his vehicle.
I love everything about this.
Yeah, give him what for.
Keep in mind, I have not driven a car in quite some time because, you know, us rich ranchers, we travel exclusively by horse.
Oh, yes.
So
yes.
We'll get it done.
So that's even better. So let's get a good kick-ass roll here for you on talking to this cop.
I'm gonna spend a piece of bubblegum on this one.
Boom! We're just dropping down on the bubblegum just to auto succeed at this. I love it. The officer, of course, is just like, yes, Mr. Rich Ranger. Here's keys. A part just right. You see it's right here. The siren is on the roof. If you need to use that, sir, just please. We had a rough day with cars here in town. It seems like if you could be kind to it, I would much appreciate it, sir.
I am going to break my cool as a cucumber expressionless face for just a second and smirk when he says, "If you need the siren," and get into the car and acquaint myself with the surroundings.
It is as simple or complicated as you would like this vehicle to be. It is a police vehicle of some sort. Guess sheriff, most likely, if this was a deputy driving it. Sheriff's office vehicle. You see where the siren is, and there's a wheel and some pedals and a chair.
That's a good start.
Yeah.
It's been a little while. I think I'm going to hit that siren. And the first thing I'm going to do is mash that pedal down and realize that I'm hitting the brake. So I'm not going anywhere too fast. But I'm gonna then quickly realize the error of my ways, and mash that gas pedal and head off around the traffic.
Let's get a kick-ass roll since you do not drive cars all that much. You're not terribly acquainted with them. Let's get a kick-ass roll and see what happens here. All right, now the good news is because you spit that bubble gum, this succeeds.
Good news.
So tell me how this happens for you here. Tell me how well this goes.
Well, I think I've realized enough that Rex and Rayanne are well on their way, and I don't really need to intercede anymore. But I do need to get to my box seats.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's going to kick that winning goal, that winning field goal so that he can get into good Texas University, I need to be there to see it.
Amen.
So I'm going to take off down the highway on the shoulder and try and make my way through all this mud that has been created over the past 10-15 minutes.
Oh, it's bad. Let's go. Let's get another kick-ass roll and see how well you can handle this.
I may end up pissing some people off down because I'm kicking mud up on their vehicles, but what are you going to do?
You are most certainly annoying people. Mud is flying everywhere. Everyone is getting mad at you. Ms. McGregor is just like hands, fist waving out of a car at you as she goes by. You are slowly approaching the parking lot, and you notice that the car is getting lower and lower and lower in this mud. But you are nearly there. And while Tex ponders that decision, we want to thank everybody for watching here again with us today. And there are links in the chat for where you can go and donate to our charity stream here today that we're raising money for Headstrong. And we want to thank you all for hanging out with us. We are about to wrap up this action movie. We're coming up on the end of our time. Let's check in with Mitch.
Man, this was not the best decision. And I am just hoofing it down the side of the road. Got my makeshift tiger thumb hanging out, hoping somebody sees me. Starting to wear a couple holes in my tiger pads, man. This ain't good.
Oh, it's bad. Let's get a fate roll here again for you. Just an up and down. See what sort of car is coming along to pick you up. Oh boy. That's a 10. I'm going to just say that's a crit. Mitch, tell me what the best car could be to pick you up right now. Best vehicle, best car, best literally anything that will help you. Literally anything.
We need a Dodge Viper coming up, stat.
It's a Dodge Viper. Who is driving this car?
This is the mayor of Nextown.
Oh, it's the mayor of Nextown. Oh, it's Mayor Ranch Richer.
Mayor Ranch Richer, am I so fortunate to see you? You know me, Mitch, of course. The humble and loyal tiger.
Mitch, your suit looks especially vibrant tonight.
No, sorry if it's a little bright.
Are you going to the game?
I need to get to that game.
My nephew go kick a ball.
Well, we know Rex going to kick that winning field goal, but I need you to get me there, sir. I need to be there now.
He just looks at you.
Why don't you get on out of that driver's seat and I'm gonna take us there.
Well, you are the mascot, I suppose, and well, I have been told repeatedly that this car is more machine than I can handle, I suppose. Well, let me just slide on over here to the other side, and I guess you are gonna be careful with it, right? This is just a rental. You understand? I got to look good. I don't have the rich ranch that my rich rancher family members have. I'm just a ranch richer.
I'll drive it like my nana's in here.
It's not old lady McGregor, is it?
No.
All right, let's get a roll.
No, I say that, but I definitely do not mean that. We're dropping the clutch at like $3,000 and ripping.
Oh, I'm so happy. Let's get a kick-ass roll for this then and see how this goes.
Thank you, Jed.
Well, I have good news and I have bad news for you. The good news is you are going to eat up the road. The bad news is that you are almost literally eating up the road. Almost instantly, you hit like a branch and the front two tires blow and there are sparks flying everywhere. Don't
worry about that, Mr. Rancher. We got this.
It's rough. It's a rough time, but you are eating up the road pretty well. You're making it. The stadium is in view. And there is a pile of cars between you and it.
I seen this once in a movie. We take a hard right, go off the curb, and we go for the where they might deliver some stuff. I know of a side entrance. Don't worry.
The mayor Ranch Richer is petrified in the chair, and it's just like, okay, whatever you say, just please.
You're the mascot.
We're gonna go in the entrance where they where the marching band would be coming in.
Oh, and we're gearing up for halftime. This is wonderful. Yeah. Give me that roll.
Okay.
I had that is good news for you.
Yeah, I'm down to 3, right?
You are now down to 3. And you do find the road. You take that hard right into the delivery aisle. You go flying past the band, all the buses, the band truck, everything. There's a person delivering popcorn, and he just like dives out of the way of your speeding car. Popcorn goes everywhere. He yells about it. There's a man, 2 men are carrying a pane of glass for some reason. You go through it. Y'all knock a cabbage cart off to the side. An old man yells about cabbages. Every trope happens on this road. And then the mayor grabs the e-brake and yanks that sucker like it has never been yanked before.
We start pulling G-forces.
Y'all are spinning,
Mayor!
and y'all come to a halt, and there is a freshman with a tuba who is 2 inches in front of the hood of your car, and it just goes like, bonk, and looks terrified. And the mayor just goes, you can't hit the marching band. They're going to state.
Thanks for the ride. I think this close enough now. And I do a reverse Dukes of Hazzard out the window.
Roll it up. You got a million chance to succeed at this point.
That's right.
No tubas were harmed in the making of this game.
That's right.
Yeah, you dive out of that window.
I'm not too familiar with this stadium, but I'm gonna start searching the lockers. Gotta find my team.
You're gonna head over towards the locker room area, and we're gonna cut back down to Crocodile Hunter McD down in the cave.
McD is losing his mind. McD doesn't know what's reality and what's he's starting to lose his mind just a little bit.
There's some vapors in this cave.
Yes.
Who knows what the Applewood family have been doing down here. It's been a rough day.
Luckily, it's dark, but McD gets the brilliant idea that he has a match that he can use to light. Now, I don't know if that's the smartest thing because there's fumes, but at this point, he's desperate. He's got to be able to see.
Now,
so he lights a match.
Lighting a match is a fairly mundane thing to do.
It is.
You have a 10% chance of succeeding with this match lighting. You have 1 piece of bubblegum left.
Oh, no.
Would you like to just succeed with this match and then be confined to kick-ass actions for the rest of the game?
I will succeed with this match. I'll use the 1 piece.
I have another question. This is a question for the group at large here. Because we are nearing the dramatic conclusion of this action adventure game. And once Ryan puts his headphones on, we will double check. We want everyone involved.
Cool.
So,
I'm back.
McD has burned.
I
lost you there, bud.
I lost audio.
I did too.
Sorry about that. I got excited and flailed and hit my mic. Oops, I got too excited. So McD has used his last piece of bubble gum to light a match in this cave. And I have a question for the whole group.
I'm here.
Do y'all want really weird or just kind of weird?
No, we want extravagant.
Really weird.
Really weird?
all the way.
Don't hold back.
Full
Let's do
weird.
it.
Full weird. 99.9% weird.
So Crocodile Hunter McD, I'm going to narrate what you see here a little bit, and then we can get into the ultimate moment of this disaster that's happening. You strike this match, and you hold it up, and you realize something. This isn't a cave at all.
Oh no.
Old Man Applewood was into something real weird down here. And I don't know if any of y'all are aware of this, but there's a great old one that lives under West Texas.
Oh.
It's a gigantic toad, more or less made out of crude oil. And I'm not really making that up. That's part of the mythos.
Oh man.
And you have found yourself, Crocodile Hunter McD, in the temple to an old one underneath a football stadium in West Texas.
Oh.
And this giant crocodile that you thought you were in the shadow of is looking a little less crocodile and a little bit more toad. And things are starting to make a little bit more sense now than they ever should, really.
Yeah. Oh.
And all you can do is kick some ass, McD.
That's right. So I think at this point, I am just gonna start taking what I have and just like I'm gonna take the match that I lit, I'm gonna throw it into the oil, which is just, and then I'm gonna take my knife and throw that as well, and then I'm just booking it the hell the other direction. I am booking it, praying for a miracle.
So I want to tell y'all what happens when you run out of bubble gum. You can only do kick-ass things. Other players do have a chance to try to incapacitate someone who has gone this far off of the kick-ass deep end. They have a 1 chance out of 10 to do it. Otherwise, every kick-ass action that player attempts to do succeeds. Guaranteed, full stop. So McD is climbing up this ladder. There is a knife sticking in a shoggoth. And then there's an explosion.
Yep.
The teams have just gone into their locker room. Mitch, you spot the Tigers and you are running along with them to go cheer them on. Tex, you have gotten up to the box seats. You have fought your way out of the mud. You have fought through the crowds going to get halftime popcorn. Deanne?
Is my shirt still straight?
Oh, yeah, you straighten that up. You wipe mud off. You get yourself all clean before you do it.
Rolo tie's good?
Oh, it was a little loose, but you fixed that right up.
All right.
Deanne, you and Rex, who are just making the grand old entrance, y'all are that scene from The Dark Knight Rises when the football player is running across the football field and is collapsing behind him.
Yes.
Y'all are that on a horse with an umbrella in your full homecoming queen regalia. The homecoming court is at the far side of the field, and the field is collapsing into a chamber behind you.
I'm blowing kisses to the crowd.
And as you come to a halt, there is just a massive gout of flame. And something wakes up. And that's going to be where we end our game of All Outta Bubblegum, is with a Cthulhu coming out of the ground. We're going to do one more thing. Each of y'all is going to get an epilogue scene. I'm going to kind of set this for you, and you're going to describe kind of how your character's dealing in the aftermath. it's like it's the next morning. There's military vehicles everywhere. There's like a trail of destruction through town. Somewhere off in the distance, the thing has been put down off, and some oil barons are busy making plans to do with it. Typical end of monster stuff. And news crews are interviewing everyone. So let's start with Tex. How's your interview going?
Well, my interview is going fine. I'm my typical put-together self. I have Rex standing by my side. I've got my arm over his shoulders, and I just tell everyone how proud I am of my boy, who, despite the fact that 3/4 of that field were gone, was able to kick the winning field goal from the opposite 20-yard line across the Gouting Flames in order to secure himself a full ride to good Texas University.
Oh, that's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I love it. Mitch.
Yeah.
How's this going from your end?
Well, it was a hell of a ride getting there, but I knew my Tigers were going to pull through. Had to get some help from the mayor. Saw some crazy things along the way. Even had to improvise this here tiger costume, but everything went well, and those Tigers going straight to the top.
That's beautiful. Crocodile Hunter McD. Friend. How are you doing?
To be honest with you, I don't remember a thing from yesterday. I was going out for my dinner. I got bit by something, and then the rest of the day was a blur. I do remember some old lady and her cookies. I need to thank her. I need to write her a note. She actually, I think she put something in those cookies, but they saved my life.
Oh yeah, old lady McGregor. She, you know, they say she brought that monster down all by herself. But yeah.
Wow.
Those cookies are powerful.
Yeah.
And finally, Deanne, the homecoming queen.
Yes.
Your daddy's standing next to you. How things go?
Yeah, I think I was able to get away with the truck and boat thing because of the great old one. Everything could just kind of be shoved off on that excuse. But I am yet again in perfect, presentable TV interview condition. Not the same, not as extravagant as my homecoming dress last night, which also made the news. But this is just, more chill. I've got like a flannel that's tied up over a tank top. Hair still in curls, a little bit looser, makeup done, and I am just talking, I can't think of a more perfect way to celebrate homecoming than the great old one coming home to celebrate with us. And in a time of such great news and cause for celebration, Rex, will you be my date to homecoming?
Ooh. And that seems like a pretty good place to wrap up our game of All Outta Bubblegum. Thank y'all so much for playing here today. Thank y'all to everyone who watched in chat and who's been helping us raise money for this great cause with Headstrong. We're going to turn it back over here. We've got another game coming up here in a minute. Larry, what's the next game we're playing today?
The next game we are playing at 4:00. So in about 12 minutes will be Guild of Orpheus, which is a fantasy game put together by Grant Howitt. We are very excited to be playing that. It's also one of the games you can play at tourguidegames.com if you sign on and request a fantasy game. One of the other exciting things about the game we have coming up is that Matt Feldhaus from Headstrong will be joining us to play that game. So we're super excited, and actually the entire game, the entire next game is all community members, not nobody except our tour guide DJ is actually associated with tour guide directly. But we also have DJ is a veteran. Roman, who will be playing as a veteran, Jim is a veteran, and Matt Feldhaus is also a veteran. So we got 5 people involved in that game. including the tour guide, and four of those 5 people are veterans. So they're the reason we're doing this today, and really really excited to be able to put this together and hopefully putting together some good donations for them.
Awesome. I love it. Again, thanks everybody for playing. Thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all stick around. We've got several more games coming up today. Y'all been great. I'm Matt with Tour Guide Games. We will see y'all later.
Thank you very much.